3, 2, 1, and action.
The Ninja Turtles actually originated in the Eastman and Laird comics as very hardcore vigilantes. And so I thought the opportunity here that I hadn't really seen in the past films was to make them even more badass than I'd seen them before.
Dude.
In reinventing the Turtles this time, if we made them a little larger than life, a little darker in their design, they could be fun and badass at the same time.
Allow me to be the badass for once.
And so that was sort of the inspiration going forward. And it just felt different in a good way and felt like a worthy addition to the canon.
Come on!
You know, I grew up with Ninja Turtles, and what's so great is with today's technology, we've been able to update the Turtles and give them a scope that they've never had before.
We all sat down and thought about how important it was for this movie to be a character movie and how important the performances were. So for about 6-7 months, took every one of the scenes and thought about, you know, how to actually make it possible on the set. I think previs in the sequence is really, really important for the kind of visual effects movie that we're making.
A lot of times you have to previs a scene so you know exactly what to shoot and you don't waste a lot of time on set.
Some of the previs has been going on for years, just planning and coming up with shot designs and stuff like that. So it's a pretty integral part, and it's also very helpful in planning the shoot.
I think Jonathan is really good about taking a look at those scenes and placing cameras where he needs to and experimenting a little bit. Some of the things do change right there and they become funnier or more emotional. And so you want to be able to, even though you're going by a previs, to be able to be flexible enough to change something.
Oh no! Poor Leo, April, and that other guy.
We thought with the amazing stuff Michael did with the robots and Transformers, we could do the same and bring the Turtles into a CG world where they can do anything. We don't have to have guys running around in suits that are limited.
I think the way to sell visual effects as much as possible is to have as much reality in the frame as you can have. And it was important to us to always have actors in the frame who were the Ninja Turtles, as well as stunt people doing the martial arts so that the animators were matching something real as opposed to something imaginary in their head.
I think the most challenging thing is getting those performances, you know, the turtle performances, to read really well and to tell the story that they need to tell.
The technology was very new to us. The idea of motion capturing all of the actors and then turning them into CG Turtles later.
Motion capture is a process by which you take an actor's performance and translate it into a computer so that the computer can take that actual performance and put it onto any character or creature that the computer has created.
Whoa, chill. It's just a mask. See? Don't freak out. Right?
We're really acting these parts out. We're shooting a scene like we're shooting a movie, and then they're using this unbelievable technology to transfer what we've done and turn it into a turtle.
See, she's looking at us like we're freaks.
Don't be afraid. All will be made clear.
We did a lot of research. We're working with ILM, who does all the robots on the Transformers movies, and it worked out perfectly. We take our guys, we put them in the motion capture suits, put the cameras on their heads, and Megan, plays April O'Neil, is able to act with the guys playing the Turtles.
It's so nice to have a living, breathing human being there that will improv, that will switch things up, that will mess up, because you find really great things in those moments. And that brings life to something that, you know, wouldn't be possible if I was just interacting with a giant pole and a tennis ball.
Come with me. I got a safe place for you to hide, and if you get thirsty, I got a secret stash of Orange Crush behind the fridge. Don't tell Raph.
I'm really glad that we get to work with them in their suits, not just tennis balls on the end of sticks, because we do actually get to work with other actors, and the guys can ride their skateboards and do these tricks and have these fight scenes. It's pretty amazing.
You're a talking turtle.
Yeah, I'm a talking turtle. And you're a human nerd. Now that we got that out of the way, hit it.
I think it worked better for everybody. They were all able to work with each other, and everyone is communicating with each other in the scenes, in the shots. You have someone to play off of. It's not someone reading dialogue off camera. April is literally looking at Leonardo, and he's talking back to her, even though he's not a 6'5", huge giant turtle yet, but he will be.
Then for the animators, I think it's good because you have a very scientific reference of what the actor is performing to and what kind of choices he's making.
Having a performance that's given by somebody in the moment on set gives you unified facial motions, body motions, voice. Everything all comes together cohesively and also allows for that sort of impromptu dialogue changes, whatever, just those nuanced expressions that can come through that are just very natural.
Bam! System disabled. Who wants Italian? I'm buying. Tiramisu for everybody.
What the stunt performers and actors had to wear were these motion tracking suits, which have many different markers and patterns for animators to track their movements with. And on their faces, we used a brand new technology that used 2 HD cameras to track every single muscle movement on the face, including their tongue, their eyes, their teeth, things that had never been tracked before, so we could get an extra level of reality when we translated their performance into the computer graphics world.
People keep telling me I have dots on my face, and I don't know what they're talking about.
Action.
We were trying to make the characters as real as possible. And that's the reason why we went with facial performance that was so high resolution and so scientific.
So the dots on the face are part of the technology in the motion capture, and they work in conjunction with the helmet mounts that we wear.
Jawline of a god.
So all the movements, these dots allow animators to grab, to track, and create them in ways that are uniquely yours. And that's what goes into this amazing technology and this amazing reiteration of these characters.
In our case, 2 HD cameras capture what somebody's doing with their face. And by placing, 180 tracking markers on somebody's face, the 2 video HD cameras capture that information, and then that gets put into a digital version of the actor.